so I wanted to show you some books that really helped me during my homesteading journey. So this book right here, the Vegetable Gardener's Bible, talks about how to grow vegetables with wide rows, organic method, raised beds, deep soil. He goes detail to detail how to create raised beds. So tons of photos. I'm a big photo, like I want clear photos. I want it detailed, literally every step. And this is like step by step. Everything's just very easy to understand. So like watering guideline for mature plants. Mulch for weed control. Okay, and then there's a section, herbs, vegetables and herbs, A to Z. So asparagus, they're not going to show you all the varieties of asparagus or anything like that, but it will show you what to do mostly with asparagus. pH range, growing soil temperature, spacing in beds, watering, light, nutrients requirement, rotation consideration, good companions, bad companions, seed longevity, seeds per ounce. Just a lot of information on the one kind. Very, very useful. Very, very beginner friendly. Okay, so grow vegetables. This is a very detailed book on certain vegetables. So similar to that, but like, let's go with like potatoes. So it's got, again, good photos on potatoes, roots, stems, and vegetables. So it'll go with like potatoes, sweet potatoes, beets, carrots, parsnips, turnips, rutabaga, celery. And then within each one, plants. So potatoes, where to plant, when to plant, routine care, harvesting, how to plant seed potatoes, what can go wrong, potato cyst eelworms, like go through all the diseases, what can affect it, recommended potatoes, and then in the back it's called, what is it called? Vegetable Doctor. And so there's sections on what could go wrong with each plant and pests and what to do and how to help with all that in this book. Very useful book. Great way to start your vegetable gardening. Same thing, same company also did grow fruit. Same thing, literally. It's got all the different kinds of like cherries, and then you tells you where the best place to plant them, what grows best in your area. They also have, same thing, Fruit Doctor tells you all the things that could go wrong with your fruit, and then you can figure out what's wrong with it. Also, the insects. So this is very useful as well. This year I want to work on my herbs and medicinal, learn a little bit more on that. This book right here is very much a beginner's guide on medical herbs, a beginner's guide. Literally, it's a beginner's guide. It's not complicated. It's not tons of information. I do have some of those books, but I am not quite ready to read those because they are quite big, quite thick, quite a lot of information. But this is an easy read. Again, great photos, very easy. Let's see. I bought mullein one time, and well, I'm gonna find it first, try to. There was this mullein flower ear oil, so my daughter had an ear infection for 3 days. I used this and put some garlic in it as well, and it went away. It helped. So this is just a very, very surface level to teach you how to use your herbs medicinally. Okay, so for my birthday a few years back, I wanted this book, The Encyclopedia of Country Living. It is just what it says, an encyclopedia. So this, I think, was one of the first of its kinds of books just on homesteading, and just she wanted, well, let me read what she says. This book has been written and rewritten over a span of 32 years. Like a geological deposit, it has layers. The first layer was ambitious, 12-page table of contents I started compiling back in 1969. That's when I first got to thinking about this book. I wanted to put into one work everything someone would want or need to know about family food production. I wanted it to be a complete reference, an encyclopedia of information and skills, a practical resource anyone could use. And that's exactly what it is. It's all got these sections. So like section 5 is herbs and flavoring. So pretty much anything you can think of, it's probably in this book. It's got recipes, it's got some stories in it, it's got just regular information. Very useful. It's not a book that I would use, that I would read from cover to cover. It's just one of those, like, just look up information, whatever you're interested in, or just read on a rainy day. I have done that, just pulled it out and read it, just kind of flipped through it. It doesn't really have photos. If they are, they're drawn, which is nice, but again, it's not one of those like beautifully made books. Just, it's very much informational. Okay, so when I first got married, I did not really know how to do any homesteading, growing food, canning, preserving, nothing like that. I've learned most of that since getting married. My mother-in-law taught me stuff. My Aunt Martha taught me stuff. She actually got me this canning book right here. And so it's called Complete Book of Home Preserving, 400 Delicious and Creative Recipes for Today. I've not done 400, but I've probably done about 10. And they're very, very good. So I've made this easy jalapeno jelly. It's delicious. I used to make this zesty peach barbecue sauce. And then, where was the other one? Oh, there was a apple cider jelly, or no, apple cider sauce. That was really, really delicious. Now, this is not a book that's going to teach you how to can. It's more that you already know how to can. It's more just like, here's some recipes. It'll tell you quantities, time, all that. It's just a recipe book, really, not a how-to. So this year, I also want to work on pickling. I haven't done a ton of pickling. I have tried 2 times, and both times failed completely. I made dill pickles, completely failed. One was way too salty, and then they were also really mushy. I didn't do some of that crisper stuff. I know a little bit more now, but I didn't then, and I haven't done it since. I am hopefully growing some pickling cucumbers this year. So this book is just mainly on pickling, chutneys, salsa, fruit pickling, and then just vegetable pickling. I'm not 100% sure on this book. This is one of those books, I did include it, even though I haven't really read it, but it's definitely one I'm going to be using, hopefully this year and from now on. It says 250 recipes, so I think I can pretty much find anything in this book. Also, I got this book, Canning for a New Generation, now with 250 recipes. That seems like a lot. This is a very pretty book. It's got a lot of photos. It has a lot of unusual recipes that I want to actually try. So like strawberry jam with Thai herbs. I don't know how that would taste, but sounds good. They have this half-dried strawberry preserve in red wine. That sounds really good. I'd definitely be willing to try to make that. One thing I want to learn also this year is how to make hot sauce. I really like things spicy. And here there's a mango and peach habanero hot sauce. What's the other one? Cilantro chutney. I think I might have actually used, this is the one recipe I did actually use out of this book. I love cilantro. Anything cilantro I am definitely for, and this would definitely be a good read, but also just flavor combinations, just to try. Okay, so also one more book that I have not read myself is this Seed to Seed, Seed Saving and Growing Technique for Vegetable Gardeners. This is a book that my husband had before he was married. He told me that it's just mainly about seed saving, when to save seeds, how to store them, what's the best to look in, what to look for in a seed to save. Very useful book. It's not a very pretty book. It's not visually appealing, so there are photos, but they're black and white, so they're not very clear. But tons of information. I mean, look at the page, just full. So definitely, if you're interested in seed saving, this would be a really good book to read. Okay, and so we live in the South, and okra grows really well here. I am hoping to grow a ton of okra. And this book right here, The Whole Okra, A Seed to Stem Celebration. I bought this book because, like I said, we live in the South. Okra grows prolific here, and I want to use it. I want to learn how to use it. The only way I know how to do it is either canning it or frying it, and I kind of wanted to learn different ways how to use it. So this whole book is literally how to use the whole thing of okra, from seed to stem. Okra fries. That looks really, really good. Oh, also this book is very pretty. Lots of photos. Is there a theme? Can you see that there's a theme? Okra kimchi. I love kimchi. I am definitely all for trying to make it out of okra. Sounds good. Also in here talks about okra seeds and how it's like a superfood, and you can make bread out of it. You just like add it, not use all the seeds and make flour out of just okra seeds. That sounds really good. I'd definitely be willing to try it. Also, they have, what else? Oh, what to do with the seeds, make like a couscous out of it. That looks pretty good. Definitely willing to try that. So if you're interested in okra, even if you're not, it'd still be a really interesting read. He's an interesting writer, and his journey on okra and how he learned about it and traveled around the world or country, I'm not sure, and learned how to use it in different cultures and stuff. Very good. Okay, so last book is Animal Vegetable Miracle, A Year of Food Life. The author, Barbara, and her family moves from Arizona to Virginia, I think as a family farm, and decide to live off the land for a year. She decides that there's like a certain mile radius that she deems as local for them. So anything local, anything that's growing in season, they can forage, they can grow, they can raise. So, meat, everything, they eat straight from what they can find and all that. This book is just a really entertaining book. It is her life and how they did it, and she talks about the struggles of it, and like they had to, I don't remember what some of the things were, but they had to not eat like a tropical fruit, like this tropical fruit or so. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it didn't grow around their area or a certain mile radius, and it was definitely not in season, so they just did without because that's not what they had. They did it for a year, which is very impressive. I don't think I'd ever do that, but I definitely like the idea of eating local very much. I'm very big on that too, and I think it's important. I think it's good to help the surrounding farmers, but not everything. You can't do it 100%. But this is a really good, interesting, entertaining read. If you're just kind of tired of all information, clearly I do like informational books, but it is just nice to pick up a book and just read and just be entertained. definitely read it. I don't know about her other books. I don't think I really approve of her other books, but this is a pretty good book. So, alright guys, that's it. This is books that I would suggest you read as a beginning homesteader, books that helped me. I hope that this will give you more ideas on what to read. If you know of other books that I have not mentioned, please comment down below. Tell me what your favorites are. And if you are interested in any of them, I will try to link down below these books. I don't know, I've never done that, but I'll try. And I hope that you enjoy reading. Bye.